internet is still a little bit on the slow side.
Yeah, I'm surprised that with this wind, I'm still online.
Let
And
me.
it's weird before the wind came because there was that weird noise again.
Mhm. Are you talking about like the chains being drug or whatever? What we
Well,
talked
it's,
about last night?
yeah, they call them sky trumpets.
Yeah, I know exactly what you're talking about.
Yeah, um,
Uh, they have said, the sky trumpets can be heard here in North Carolina, in
oh,
my area.
it's all over the world.
I've not
Um,
heard them yet.
um, one is, and it's weird times. And some say, well, it's Earth. It's um, oh, something with the Earth is stretching or something like that. I don't know.
Well,
And think it's it's God. There are some that believe it could be God uh, giving us a warning.
now I do believe in warnings, but
Yeah,
I can't. I don't have a theory on it. I really don't. You
yeah.
know.
And the thing is, it's you type it in YouTube and you can hear videos.
Oh, I've
You can
heard
hear
them.
the sound, and it's just not like they're getting copied from one place to another. You can actually hear it,
Yeah.
and
Well, now I've read in the Bible where it's mentions something in the seventh month that you would start hearing things like that in the sky. I cannot now. I'm not quoting that right to the word or nothing like that, but I have read something in the Bible about it. You know,
mm-hmm.
and it was after people had started hearing it, and it was a person on one of the videos who brought it up, and I went to the reference and everything, and yeah, what he said, it's printed in the book, in the Bible.
Yeah, and if you stop and think about it, usually there's somebody that comes up, so oh, it's this, the scientific guy, um,
Oh yeah,
and you don't see videos of people explain it or anything like that. Uh, it was on the Discovery Channel one time about it, and they didn't have any experts to try to say what it was.
yeah,
Everything else that they put on there was like um, they had satellite views of some place in China, and they were trying to figure out what all this big red thing was. And they had experts saying, "Oh, this is from the hot peppers. They travel them down the river and then scoop them up. That's how they transport them and stuff."
hmm.
And that's what the red is in the satellite image.
Well,
And
but
but they had every other expert for everything that they said except for that sky trumpets or whatever it's called.
well, is and by no chance are we experts.
Oh
We're
no.
just, but yeah, it's just I don't know. I do believe that there will be signs of stuff going on before the main catastrophe strikes, because, and we brought this up before, look at how many red moons we've had in the last 4 years compared to what, last 100 years, you know, and all your planets, they're starting to line up. But,
Well, the
you
planet thing is, it happens every like 50 years or something like that, or 24
yeah,
years or something. I can't remember. But
yeah, right.
that stuff is you can, it's scientific. You can actually figure that out because it rotates and
Actually figure that out. 1 minute, 1 minute. All right. I had to kill my cell phone. But it's just,
what does cell phone do to you?
well, that's so I can block people or whatever, and so forth. My cell phone was picking up what we just said, and I had the volume turned up. But I want to say hello to our cabin in the woods, Shift Kicker, Ginger Ninja, and Dana B, B Prepper, Carol Z. Watt Life. Hello, sir. Bubble. I can't even pronounce that name.
Which one?
Bubble, Babble, Booble, Bibble.
Bubble Bibble?
You're close
Or
enough.
Bubble? Yeah, Bubble Bibble. Yeah.
Okay. Hello.
I think that's what it is.
But please hit that like button. And I've never said this before, but also hit the share button. Share us out. And I think tonight is going to be a continuance of what we talked about Tuesday on Bushcraft Family Show. We the beginning of this stream, we was talking before we went live, and we just kept talking about it. But if I do want to say something, right? I have left an email with another person.
Don't say who it is, just in case bad people are here.
Yeah. And I'm going to explain to her about shit. I'm going to explain to that person what's going on. And if that person still wants to come up, that's fine. But until I get a positive confirmation from this person, I will let y'all know in the future who it's going to be and when we're going to do this. But right now, I do kind of want to get back to the herbs and everything because I am not familiar with all that. And I would like to know the benefits of each one before I go and spend a whole lot of money and come to find out I don't need this or that. I'm finding out rosemary is good. And there's a couple of other ones that are
all that good. Stuff is good. It's just not a flavoring for making your food taste good. There's benefits, and just like oregano, I used to go get them big containers that used to be $1, and I would mix that in with my chicken feed, and I ended up getting a lot of comments and messages about the chicken feed because I was over on 10 TVs and we were talking about it and I said a lot of times you can stretch your chicken feed out by fermenting it. I'm like, what's that? What is that? And it's very simple to do. You just put it in a bucket, you water it down, and you mix it in there, make sure everything's getting wet, and you put like an inch of water over top of it, and then you cover it over loosely because it is fermenting, so it's going to create gases, and you just let it sit there, and depending on the temperature, 1 to 3 days, you have fermented chicken feed, and it's real good for chickens. And then there's ways of doing it to where if you have the water from the fermented, you save that and you can put it in for the next batch that you do, because it will actually work faster. And you just dump it in their feed tray, and it's so much better for them. It's good for their gut and all that stuff.
That's going to be pretty good. We're going to have drunk chickens running around off the fermenting.
But I mean, it's something that's, I mean, a lot of people who have chickens already know this stuff, but some people that are wanting to get into it now, because chickens are costing so much. And I've been asked, well, how's the best way of doing this? And there's a couple ways. Like for me, if I was going to start off right now, I could do the baby chick thing, because I already know everything about, I'm not trying to be a know-it-all, but I already know how to raise them to where they'll grow up to be layers and all that. But that is a long process of raising a chick, which will cost, they're probably $2 to $3, $4 a piece by now. Or you can find somebody that sells layers that's already grown up, they've already been laying eggs, and buy them for $30 to $40. And people think, oh, that's expensive and whatnot. But you got to realize the process of raising a chick to be full grown layer, that's a lot of feed, that's a lot of time, and that's a lot of energy you're putting into that. I mean, if you already have, like, say I go and buy 4 layers and I got $100 in them, and maybe it takes a week to 2 weeks, because when they change locations, because they like their space. If you change it, that'll stop them from laying. It can. But like I said, it's,
well, I'm
somebody starting out, if they've never done it before or something like that, it's iffy. It's a good thing to learn how to raise them from chicks to full grown, but it might be more cost effective to just buy the hen that's ready to go.
Carol Z asked a question in chat.
Yeah, TJ Preps has a video on it, because she did it. Was it last year? Yeah, I think it was last year. She made a video on it. All you do, there's different ways of doing it. There's a bunch of different videos on it. One way I seen, and this is totally up to you, and there's 2 different ways you can do it, but I've seen people take the eggs out of the shells and put them in a bowl and then mix them really good, and then they measure it out by cups. And I've seen this one lady do it by 3 cups. She would put them in a Ziploc bag and put 3 cups in a bag, and then seal it up and lay it flat, and it would freeze. And then if she needed it for baking or something, she would thaw it out and just dump it in there. And then there's the other way of leaving the yolk and everything whole and putting it in like a the silicone muffin pans or something like that, and put them in there, freeze them, and then put them into Ziploc bags.
Yeah.
But yeah, you want to take them
And
out of the shell because they're just going to break anyway when you freeze them.
now, if memory serves me right, TJ put hers in a muffin pan and put silicone thing in there, and she put one egg for each one because she said if I'm making a cake or something like that, and it calls for three, right there is 3 eggs. She just pulled 3 out like that.
Well, like I said, the one lady, two eggs was a cup, I believe, and it all depends on the egg too. But it was two eggs makes a cup, and that's how she measured everything. And she put 3 cups in each one, so that because most recipes call for 3 to 4 eggs, so that's how she did the math or whatever.
Now, I am not familiar with this process, but if I would say try not freeze drying, try, can you think?
Dehydrating.
Yeah, try dehydrating some eggs.
I don't like dehydrated eggs.
Okay. See, like I said, I'm not familiar with that process yet.
It makes a weird color to them, and they I don't know, they just don't taste right.
Okay.
And I've seen different people do it differently too. I've seen people dump the eggs in a tray, mix them like you're going to do scrambled eggs and then put them in there. And I've seen people scramble the eggs and then put them in the dehydrator.
Well, now, 101 told me this. Well, let me back up. It was either 101 or yourself. It told me this. Take the egg whites, dehydrate them. Take the yellows, separate them, dehydrate that, and another one, just crack the eggs and mix them up and see which one you'd like that. And before I can sit here and really say anything, I'd have to try it myself.
Yeah, you got it.
Yeah, before I can tell you.
Well, I went to Job Corps when I was younger, and they have dehydrated eggs where it comes in a can and you mix it with water and then they cook it. And I couldn't stand them damn things.
You are not the only one I've heard say that.
Yeah.
And
you can plainly tell the difference between them.
Well, now I've had a couple of cousins, and I've also heard other people talk when they was in service during boot camp. That's what they ate.
Yeah.
And each and every one of them said that was the worst eggs they have ever tasted.
And they, at points in time, they would actually find eggshells where the people who were making them, whoever it was, would leave the eggshells in there to make it seem like that was fresh eggs.
Well, accidentally, I have cooked the egg and the eggshell went in there, and I didn't know it. But just as soon as I bit into it, I lost it, and I'll put it like that.
Nasty.
I mean,
it's just a little extra calcium.
Well, I can understand that if it went down, but it never made it over that hump back there. You know, uh, all I got to say is I'm glad I got a trash can sitting beside the table here.
You're thinking about it now?
Yeah,
That
I'm
little
thinking
that
about
little
it.
eggshell being back in the back of your throat, and you just can't get it out.
Yeah. Let's hope it don't get stuck coming back out. But what uh, what other kind of herbs are we talking about growing that is beneficial to a person's health? I'll put it like that.
um, and we have to be careful how we talk about this stuff too, because
Yeah,
we are not doctors, and uh, so
we do what is good for us, you
yeah.
know. But just remember, before y'all do anything, consult with a doctor because everybody is different. There. I hope I covered my backside with that. If not, YouTube will let me know. They'll give me a reminder. Assholes.
Yeah, there's so many, even um, basil, all that stuff has properties to where it's good for you, or it can be used as a rem.
Remedy.
Well, I wasn't going to say that. I stopped
Oh,
myself, but you said it. Remedy, like oregano. Everybody, it goes in spaghetti sauce. It's one of those things, but it's an actual antibiotic. It has that properties to where it will um, it can get rid of things that are ailing you.
and get a hold of the right things. You don't care if it ails you or not.
Yeah.
Cloves are good too.
Clove. But
And I just noticed I have a pack of seeds sitting right here.
uh-oh.
Well, you can't see it because it's green, but
I
garlic chive.
noticed that. It looks like I'm looking right through the package there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I'm not back there. I'm invisible.
Well, see, I got another friend who lives close by, but she's not hooked up, like we are to a computer and everything. And she is awesome when it comes to wild plants and so
Yeah.
forth like that. And I know that she also has got herb gardens, you know, behind her house that she's growing. And me
Well,
and my wife's been talking about we need to go see this lady, you know. So
yeah, this pack, um, garlic chives. Well, it's stuff good for your salads and frying up and all that stuff. But believe it or not, garlic chives are rich in vitamin C, which prevents common cold and fever. Also rich in uh, robiphrin. I can't even say it, but potassium, vitamin A, iron, um, beta carotene, and a whole bunch of other stuff. And it's also good to help increase your blood count.
a Harvest Merry Moon, if they ban coffee, there's gonna be a lot of beatings going on. Cause coffee coffeeaholic, you know, just like Pepsi holics, or I can't
Mountain
say the
Dew.
other one.
Oh, I heard some really interesting stuff that's going on.
Oh,
And
really?
yeah, and I went and this can't be true. No. Um, You remember they found this mammoth,
They found this
you know,
what?
a woolly mammoth,
Yeah.
that they can get the DNA from.
Okay, I have heard something about that, but not
Yep.
much.
And they got a place. Um, up in the snowy area, the Arctic or wherever it's at, that they are going to raise 100 of these to combat global warming.
How?
So they're going to have actual dinosaurs, woolly mammoths, in this place because it will combat. It'll combat the global warming that we're having issues with right now.
Well, man, if you are talking where I think you're talking, there ain't no plants up there to feed these things. They're gonna starve to death within 30 days.
I don't know. Greenland is covered with ice, but Iceland is not.
Right.
So there
It
are
took me a
places
long
that
time.
have where they can eat and whatnot.
Huh. You're right. They don't make a lick of sense. Life with Bobby. The way things are going right now, I would say study up more on what you do know, and what you do know, go ahead and grow big time.
Let's see
And
where I remember that from. I don't know if he was on. I can't remember his name now. He does a talk show.
it ain't
Joe
Tucker, is it?
Rogan. Joe
Oh, okay.
Rogan. I think he was
Okay.
on Joe Rogan's show talking about this. And they're already doing this. So it's not like it's science fiction or anything. They took the DNA from this mammoth and they're going to and make it to where African elephant, the biggest one,
Right.
will deliver the baby, and then from there they're going to make 2 of those, and then multiply from there.
Well, that was going to be my next question. What animal is big enough to give birth to something like that?
It's the African. I think they said it was an African elephant, something like that. But that, which would be nice if all of a sudden they saw, oh, we have no more global warming now because we have woolly mammoths up at the North Pole or wherever it's at. It's somewhere in Siberia or something like that, where they have hundreds of acres just for that. And evidently that's the place where you combat it. You don't
all over again.
You don't make it to where your cows don't fart anymore, or you don't grow other things.
Now, have you saw the news? And I've only seen it one time, and I can't remember. Someone in chat mentioned something about this. Overseas, I don't know the country, they're going to start putting face masks on cows. And they're talking about exactly. And they're also mentioned
that's the wrong end.
Putting
it's the wrong end. A diaper?
Oh, yeah, they're going to do
Who
it.
the hell's going to change that diaper 20 times a day?
I'm not changing no damn cow diaper, period. That cow's craps.
Do you know how much they go in a day?
Yeah.
It's like
I got
100 pounds.
I do know if their crap is dried out and start a good fire.
Oh yeah. I mean,
but
they used to build houses with that stuff.
but
They use them.
they used to.
Stay with one another.
What century did they build houses with cow dung?
I don't know. I know they because it's flat and it hardens up, so they built houses and stuff out of it.
Man, no, I will not. I'm gonna say it like this, but the future may change. I will not live in a house made out of cow crap. Can you imagine? No, I don't even.
It's not so bad in the wintertime. The summertime, it gets a little rank in there, though.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. And
Wait, we just seen this. This is up. We've already seen this. 101 played it. Remember, the guy had the cows lived in it.
I do not remember. I know I've heard a lot of talk about it, but I can
Remember they called this place or whatever it was, where he let the cows out once a day and then he went right back in there because it's too cold outside, and the place was built out of cow manure.
No, hell no. It ain't happening. Not with me. I'd go holler out a tree or something like that.
Well, it's better than freezing.
Well, yeah, you just can't build a fire in it. Now, getting horse manure for a garden or flower beds, that's one thing. Okay.
No, you can't. You got to horse manure, cow manure, all that chicken manure. You can't put that in the garden. You have to let it set for a year.
Read this.
Oh yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
Well, why don't you just go milk the cow to begin with? Because he's gonna shit on you. He's gonna crap on you. Let me rephrase that.
Well, have you milked a cow before?
Way back in my younger days, okay.
Well, do you know that if the udders, because you have to clean have to clean the udders really good before you start milking, and sometimes they get chapped and dried out and stuff, and you have to rub cream and stuff on them.
Yeah.
And a lot of times it's you just get some of the cream from what you just milked. But yeah, sometimes you actually have to put cream and stuff on them.
Well, now my father living in this area, he worked on a dairy farm, and he had to be there around 5 a.m. to milk cows and everything. And he told me about them, and so forth, but I've never really what you call milked a cow that I can recall. I'll put it like that. And there is one lady that I kind of follow, Appalachian Homestead with Petra. She milks her cows, and she showed, and she has mentioned, you got to wash them to get the junk off of it and everything like that.
Yeah, because you don't want that in your milk.
Oh, no.
Because your milk will go bad.
It might taste kind of crappy on top of that, huh?
Well, they'll get a bacteria on them from just dangling around out there.
Yeah, I like how you put that. But
That's when one was up there.
Is
And
it?
it's same thing with goats too. You have
I
to get
saw.
nice warm soapy water, and you clean the udders down all around there, so there's nothing that can fall in there.
Well, now.
And I mean, you could milk like 4 goats and barely get the little bit amount of milk out of it, but that's some of the best milk for making fudge and stuff like that. Butter.
Oh, wait a minute. Hello, Previn 101. Welcome to the Nut House. I saw a video, and it's going to be a little gross, but there was a video of milking the goat. And while this goat was being milked, he went to the bathroom. What? And instead of throwing it out, what they done is they made like a chocolate chip shake out of it and give it to a friend.
Yeah, that's another thing Carol Z brought up. It makes really good soap too. That goat milk soap.
Now, I have a cheese made from goat milk, and they got different flavors, but the flavor I got, and it was the first time I ever ate any. That's some of the best cheese I ever had.
Yeah, and that's the garlic chives I got right here. You just mix the garlic chives with that, and that makes some good cheese by itself. It's nice and spreadable. And spread it on crackers and whatnot. Yeah.
Preppy 101's wanting to be funny tonight. Are you wanting up here by chance so you can harass me tonight?
It's too early for him. He'll start falling asleep if he comes up here too early. He'll start falling asleep on his stream.
Yeah.
You notice when he starts getting tired, he starts leaning back like this, and
yeah,
does that number.
I've noticed that.
But back to the main subject there.
Thank you.
Sage is another one. I mean, there's all kinds of different sages. I grew pineapple sage this year or last season, and there's so much nutrients just in. There's actually protein, carbs, fats, vitamin K, iron, vitamin B6, which is really important, calcium, magnesium, and just a sage leaf. It also contains zinc, copper, vitamin A, C, and E, and that's just sage by itself. And you can go through and look up all these. Just say, well, I'm thinking about growing this, and just do a Google search and see what properties they have and stuff like that.
I'm sorry, I just read a little bit of the signal, what ER said. But I'm not going to say it on here. 1 second, got to go set everything up. Seconds up. I know there right now, my day's starting to wear down a little bit and I'm forgetting a little bit more. But I know there is so much herbs out there that can help you. And I cannot think of a dead burn one of them right now.
Well, I just picked up some new ones the other day. want to see if I can find it. It was just some weird ones that
Basil.
that I thought might come in handy. So I just picked them up.
Well, now I know another good herb, and that's called bacon. You know, that's pretty good.
Yeah, elephant head, amethyst is one I picked up, and another one is strawberry spinach.
I've never heard of neither one of those.
Yeah, and the thing is with strawberry spinach is you can eat the leaves. It's spinach, but if you let it go a little bit further, it grows little berries on there that they're nice and sweet that you can harvest and eat also.
Where in the world do you come up or find these things at?
I have a lot of sea companies wanting me to do ads and things and say that they'll give me a discount for this or whatever the case may be. But most of them, I just let them go. I don't do nothing to it. But there's some that I go and look at their stuff, and I go for the organic stuff. So I look at some of the seeds that a lot of people just don't look at, and then I go and do research on it and see what benefits there is on it.
Lady seeds and flower seeds.
I'm reading. Cayenne pepper. Yeah, I have heard that it's good for that. But
also, cayenne pepper can stop you from having a heart attack.
Now, I have read.
I'm not a doctor, but
yeah,
I've heard it doing this.
I have read where when certain people end up having a heart attack, they'll put like a fourth, maybe an eighth of a teaspoon of cayenne pepper in their mouth, and they come out of it. Yeah. I'm not telling y'all to do this by no means.
Yeah, go to the hospital if you're having a heart attack, but
yeah,
it's something to think about if there is no hospitals.
What is it? I read they closing down a whole bunch of county hospitals in the U.S. this year. You know, that's out in the county, that's not in the city, because the hospital itself is losing money.
Oh, yeah.
Cinnamon is good for diabetes. Now, I didn't know that.
I knew that.
Oh, you knew that, but you ain't told me about that. Okay. You want to do that?
It's already done.
Okay.
It probably hasn't popped up on StreamYard yet.
Good, because I could put him in the back room tonight. Oh, look, we got a surprise guest coming up.
Surprise my ass.
Well, good evening, sir. How are you doing this morning?
This morning? Ah, damn it. I slept in again. I'm fine.
I can tell you had a good day today.
I'm 4 for 4 so far. I'm not going to try to ruin Friday. I've had a fantastic fucking week. This doesn't happen, in case you haven't noticed.
Well, you know what? I think you taking Tuesdays off kind of helps you out through the week, too.
But I didn't take any days off this week.
Yeah, you did. Took Tuesday off.
I did.
Yeah. Damn, really?
That might be why I'm feeling so good.
Well, see, you popped up Monday on kind of breaking news, but yeah, you took Tuesday off.
Yeah, you're right.
Oh,
Damn, I can't believe 101.
being charming.
Damn it, Charming. Jeez.
Oh, yeah. I can't say that on here.
Damn it, Jeff. Oh, my private business, okay?
Look, you up on here, you ain't got no private business.
Sad, but it's true.
Now we up here talking about herbs and everything and what some of the benefits are and so forth. And it's like I don't know that much about the herbs, but I am going to. I ain't talking about that herb.
I was gonna say, you gotta specify, otherwise, like the people from my work will like be like all over that shit.
Yeah, I bet there's a bunch of them. It is all over that at work. But and it's like I told Bushcraft before. I spend a lot of money on herbs. I don't know. I want to learn everything and what I'm going to be. I'm sitting here right now. I got get off of I got a dog who's trying to get up on the table with me.
Oh, I thought you were talking to Dixie. Get off of me.
Hold on a minute. What's going on? And Big Charming saying, I have to get laid?
Hey.
Shit.
But
It's gonna be
We're talking on there.
oh, okay. Hold on.
There you go, Jeff.
I ain't got no room. The dog's paws is all over the table.
You got no room in it.
This is the one that I'm gonna try to grow this year.
Thank you.
It's a shady spot, but I'm still gonna try to grow it. And it's
What is it?
It's elephant head amethyst, and it's
Yeah, because that's what I totally think of when I look at that.
well, it can be used as a grain, and you can eat the flowers, you can eat the leaves. It's great it helps with hair loss, helps with graying hair. It also
Next stop, Jeff's house.
No, hey, dude, I got hair. I just keep it cut short.
Oh,
yeah, this be something I would love to grow in a big area because you can, like I said, it can be used for so much stuff.
it looks like Mother Nature's giving me the finger.
Are you sure it's the finger? Come on now.
It's good for weight loss too.
Is that what they're calling it today?
High in calcium, and like I said, it's a grain, so you can actually mill it to use for flour and stuff like that.
Oh, really?
Yep.
Purple flour.
And it has more protein than all the other grains combined.
I want to say that.
To me, that's a big positive right there. A source of protein that you can grow other than like beans and whatnot. And it's just a flower out in your front yard.
John, can you retract that, please? Because that one word in there is getting it. Oh, they did?
Yeah.
Okay. Because that one name right there can get me a strike. But
And you're coming to a channel that we already know all that stuff.
yeah.
We came out this 2-3 years ago.
We're the original OG. Conspiracy theory.
Damn. Or the PB. Matter of fact, I think everybody in here is PB.
Peanut butter.
But it's purple hazel. What is that? Pineapple? You mentioned something about growing a pineapple plant. Pineapple
Well-
tomato.
Well, yeah, I was on the pineapple kick last year, even though I didn't get much out of it because of the tree. But I grow pineapple sage, pineapple oregano, pineapple mint, and the pineapple tomatoes. There's something. Oh, and the pineapple peppers too. But again, trees squished them.
Have you ever ate a pineapple pepper? And if you have, what does it taste like? Pineapple or what?
It's a yellow pepper. You know, like a green pepper, but it's yellow.
Yeah.
It's sweet.
Well, damn. I had one of them last night. You know,
You can grow your own. You can grow your own pineapples. It's not that hard. Get you go to the store and buy you a pineapple, and then they have wee little seeds toward the outer part of the fruit,
Okay.
and you strain them and soak them
Craig.
and put them in wet paper towel or something, and then wait until they get sprouts and put them in soil and grow your own pineapple.
Craig's bad, as usual.
Now, how come damn. If I get disconnected tonight, somewhere along the line, it's the internet. Because
Just remember to come back on your phone to shut the live down, so it doesn't
I'll
keep
just go
going.
live, and you can bitch at me for going live early.
asshole. No.
Mineral water says prepping 101 is awesome. Thank you.
Yeah, B Charming, did you know that you can get the seeds from the pineapple and you grow more of them just instead of just that one? They actually have
Wow,
seeds in it.
I didn't fucking know that. Isn't that like gardening 101? No pun intended.
What, the pineapple have seeds?
Well, isn't that what usually happens? Is the fruit of whatever something has the
Well,
seed to reproduce?
no. Sometimes the fruit doesn't have seeds. Sometimes it has a flower, and then the seeds come after the flower.
Oh,
Yeah, some things don't produce the seeds.
I'm not the best gardener.
Banana.
Like spinach. Spinach, you don't. It has seeds from it. Same thing with the onion. The seeds come up on the top.
Shit, I'm sitting back listening to y'all two talk. Hell, I'm learning more from y'all two.
Now you see why I rarely say shit on my stream once y'all are up here.
The reason I figured you don't say much because you don't get a chance to talk.
Well, there's that too.
Oh yeah,
Last night was a horrible shit show.
I grew my own pineapples when I was in Arizona, and oh man, it's totally different than the stuff you get at the store. You think those taste good? You know, a fresh one. Oh man, your own grown pineapples are so much better. Like take bananas. There's seeds inside bananas too.
No shit.
Yeah. But if you ever eat a fresh banana compared to the ones you get at the store, one that's been ripened off the vine, or not the vine, but the tree, is totally different than the stuff you get at the store.
Well, now I will admit one thing. I remember going to the grocery store and buying ripe bananas. You know, it's already yellow, and
Well,
they had a good taste to it. But
Well,
now
that's not the same thing though, because
that's
the
what
ones
I'm
you get
saying.
the ones you get at the store are picked green, so they make the trip.
Well, shit. Somebody needs to tell that to Walmart because every time I go in Walmart, there's green as hell.
Oh yeah,
That's
because
the
it
point.
yeah
Yeah,
they
that's
keep
what
them
I'm
cool
saying.
enough so they don't ripen until they get to the store.
They're picked like a week in advance, Jeff.
Oh
Well,
yeah,
I've been knowing that part, but what I said, is when I was smaller, when going to the grocery store and mom and them buying bananas, they were ripe. But now you go to a grocery store, you can't find ripe bananas. They're all green ones.
Because they ran out of
Yeah.
ripe bananas during the bullshit.
yeah. They're actually they put them in not they put them in the cooler so that it slows the process down. Because if they're too cold, then they turn bad. Bananas, you just let it go overripe, and you can squish them out, and you'll see where the darker blackish parts are.
Right.
Even if you don't do that, you can just cut chunks of the banana and then wetten it, and you'll see the sprouts come out of it. But again, bananas are a tree basically, so they do take a while. You don't really have to. You can plant them. If you want to save them, you would dry them out. You'd clean them and whatnot.
Huh. I'm gonna have to try that now. I'm gonna hate the hell with that. I'm gonna grow pineapple. What's the best time of the year to start growing pineapples?
You do it in your house.
Yeah, I know that. Okay.
Well, you're. I don't know about your area, because there, like I said, you have an area that's almost Florida like.
No shit. I want to get out of it. I do. I can't stand hot weather no more. I really can't. And a lot of people thought I was kidding, but I end up losing weight during the wintertime than I do in the summertime. That's because
You stay inside with the AC.
damn right. During the wintertime, it gets to feeling good. That's when I get out and I do something. Like yesterday, I done a lot of damage with a chainsaw yesterday. I got to go back out there and clean it up. But that ain't even a fourth of what I needed to do. Banana pancakes, they good.
Oh yeah.
Pineapple pancakes is good.
Yeah, if you can just mix egg with bananas and fry them up like a pancake. You don't even need the. Yeah, you just take a banana and 2 eggs and mix it up real good. It makes its own batter, and you just make a pancake like that.
Huh.
That's the keto way or whatever it's called.
As long as it's food. My saying is I will try just about anything once, twice if I like it.
Well, next time you get like bananas and
Jeff, be careful with your words.
That's why I said it the way I said it, just about anything.
Next time you get a banana and one starts to go really ripe, mush it down and put two eggs with it, and then mix it up, and then fry it up like a pancake.
Well, now they're saying that mashed up banana is a good egg substitute. Also, you know, let's say like you making the cake and it calls eggs,
yeah.
you know, mash up banana.
Applesauce too. I've actually used apple butter for place of some things in a cake.
My apple butter wouldn't make it there. I love apple butter. Oh.
All I gotta say, go ahead.
No, I was going to say 101. You got anything to say?
The internet's weird.
No shit.
How about that?
Are you going to grow any herbs this year? 101.
I never did and never have.
You don't even grow.
Well, no, I take that back. We
basil.
we grow basil.
Because I think if you grow tomatoes, you have to grow basil right next to it.
Basil and mint are the two that we used to do.
Yeah.
We still got our dried basil hanging in the garage from like 4 years ago. It's still hanging there. It's dry as can be. Sorry if I sound like I'm sick.
Yeah. Well, just basil and tomatoes by itself is just good. There's olive oil on that. And, oh, good stuff.
You ever have the Italian bread with the olive oil and pepper, freshly ground pepper? Dunk that in there. That's good.
Yeah, when I lived in New York, I worked at Grand Union, a grocery store, and across the street they had this old Italian restaurant. And old lady came over and she bought a bunch of stuff, and she was having a hard time carrying her groceries. And I told the manager that I was going to help her cross the street to carry her groceries. And I carried the groceries over there. And then ever since then, that's where I went to go eat. She fed me lunch every day.
Damn.
And not the stuff that they served in the restaurant, but the stuff that people don't know what it is because it's too hard for them to pronounce.
Well, now
she kept trying to get me with her granddaughter or something like that, and I said no, I'm already have a girlfriend.
Oh, that's awkward.
She every lunch day in the lunchtime she would tell me the same thing.
That was like the only reason she was feeding you.
Yeah,
it sounds like it. Now you can go to a Chinese restaurant, and them people who work there, they don't eat the food that they serve there.
I saw a sign on a Chinese restaurant in a thumbnail on YouTube. It says, haha, you thought you ate chicken. Oh, that was funny. I gotta find that one.
Now I like what Harvest Mary Moon posted. Mater sandwiches.
Mater.
Yeah, Mater. M-A.
I thought you said mayor.
No, Mater. See, that's how we pronounce tomatoes down here.
Taters.
Maters.
Mater,
mater.
Yeah.
Like tomater, only without the tuh.
Mater taters.
Yeah, and taters. You know, you spell down here instead of spelling taters with a P-O, we spell it with
a P-O.
A T.
A potato.
Oh.
Oh, shit. I miss the South.
But you know, I heard somebody say something, and it's more or less like a universal food now. As gravy and biscuits. Who does
No,
not?
it's biscuits and gravy. It's not gravy and
I
biscuits.
don't care. It's all going to the same damn place. But the point is, every region likes that.
Yes.
Well,
Chef.
there's some people that don't like it. Like 101 doesn't like green stuff on his biscuits and gravy.
Oh my God! Don't remind me of that pushback. No, it's
Now, wait a
horrible.
minute. Green stuff.
Yeah, I told this story. Okay, so I went to a restaurant, right? It was one of these like frou-frou restaurants, right?
Oh,
I saw biscuits and gravy on the breakfast menu,
yeah.
and I said, I'll take that. And I'm expecting biscuits and gravy. Well, I got biscuits and gravy plus nutmeg and chopped onions on top. I'm like, what is this crap? I took one bite and gagged.
Yeah, I remember you telling it now.
Oh, that place! I said this place should be shut down because that's Gordon
Disgrace.
Ramsay crap. Like you see on the Food Network, it's like it's a disgrace.
It'd all be against the law to cook something like that.
Right.
But,
Oh.
well, now What Life says he likes sausage, and gravy biscuits.
Sure he does.
Bacon and gravy biscuits is pretty doggone good too.
Yeah. Well, it's still a pig.
Oink.
It don't make no difference. One's a little bit crunchier than the other.
Tomato gravy's good too.
Now I've
tomato
never
soup.
tried that.
Oh, it's good stuff.
It's literally just tomato soup, bro.
There's chocolate gravy.
No.
Yeah, you got chocolate gravy also.
That's just
Yeah.
melted chocolate.
Chocolate gravy biscuits.
People that I've seen that says they've ate chocolate gravy for the first time say it's better than sausage
Back in the
gravy.
day, they used to make that.
Oh, chorizo. Oh. Yeah, I love chorizo.
Yuck.
Oh, Lord have mercy. Now, are we talking homemade biscuits or are we talking canned biscuits? Because they'd be a big difference.
Oh, I missed the day.
Oh, yeah, the red eye gravy too.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
My dad used to make homemade biscuits.
Oh yeah.
There is something that I love myself and I cannot fix. I've tried. That's potato cakes. Every time I've tried cooking potato cakes, I end up mashed potatoes.
Well, that's what they are. They're leftover mashed potatoes, and then you mix other stuff with it.
You just
Right.
literally pat the potatoes out, and
I can't do
you can't. Oh yeah.
I never have leftover mashed potatoes left to make them.
it. That's the way it is here.
You know, came up with something with the kids. So I would fill up 5 pounds of potatoes and
That's a lot.
have
of
them
potatoes.
mashed potatoes, and I'd make shit on the shingle, and
Yep.
we'd pour that over top of the potatoes, and kids loved it, and it was cheap and easy to make.
101, you said 5 pounds of potatoes is a lot of potatoes. When my kids and all of us was living at home, we'd go through about 50 pounds of potatoes a week.
Well, it depends on how many people,
4 people.
That's a lot.
Yeah, I had 5
of
kids and
people.
myself, so 6, and that was one meal, and it was gone in half an hour. So
I mean,
Oh, God, yeah.
we had a maximum of 3 people, in this house. So
Well, now, my house, what went the quickest was pintos and cornbread or chili beans?
I was going to say chili, 3 pounds of hamburger, and then 2 pounds of pinto beans and all the trimmings that go with it. And it was gone in an hour.
Oh God, yeah.
Well,
It
when
take
it
all
was
day
done.
to cook it too.
Yeah.
But I thought
No canned stuff.
my crock pot was a 5-quart crock pot, but it is a 7.5-quart crock
Yeah,
pot.
that's what I got.
And I would cook chili beans all night long in that crock pot. And I thought it was being evaporated. Okay. Well, come to find out that during the night, both of my kids would get up and take samples of it.
That's funny. At least they liked your
But,
cooking.
oh, yeah. Both, you know, I don't know if I mentioned this or not, but both of my kids can cook, you know, and they can also cook on the open fire. They know how to do that. You know, I think I taught them pretty good.
Or you taught them what not to do.
Oh no, not that, not back then. It was not what to do. You made a mistake. You had to eat your mistake. They didn't make any of them.
Well, that's why I said you taught them what not to do.
Yeah,
Do as I say, not as I do.
that's it. You know, they taste pretty good. Put them in the microwave and warm them up a little bit. But don't do it with the tinfoil on it. We won't have a
Not that
microwave.
long.
I didn't say you was.
You implied it though. Sorry, I threw you.
101, shut up. You ain't helping. I used to joke around if I wanted a good night's sleep. I'd make the wife mad at me where I have to sleep on the couch. Clam chowder. If that stuff is made fresh, you ain't gonna get no better soup than clam chowder.
Mm-hmm. That's another thing I used to make that kids loved. It's a bit expensive though.
Yeah, now it is.
Yeah, oh yeah, now it's
101.
What?
Are you laying back in your chair?
he's yawning already.
Oh,
Yeah, I know. He ain't even got on his string yet.
shut up.
Yeah.
I took a nap before I came up here, so
Shit, I took a nap and woke up with a hell of a headache. That's
Evidently there's a
right.
I'm not going to say who or where, but there's a director of a hospital says that he was told to lie of the cause of death to create illusion of, you know, the thing.
oh. Oh, he's next on the suicide list.
Didn't we say this a while back?
Yeah, we did.
Again, isn't it funny? It's like it takes society like a good 6-7 months to realize what the fuck's going on.
Yeah.
And the bad thing about it is we've already talked about all this.
Again, the biggest
Yeah.
I told you so in human history.
And they don't want to admit that people like us are right.
Because they want to be right with
Well, it was common sense that you have people dying of
I hate those
heart disease was the biggest thing, and car wrecks and falling down hills and stuff. Then pandemic happens, and then all this flu and everything disappeared. And only one thing everybody dying from is the thing.
Exactly.
What happened to cancer? Cancer take a couple years off?
Well, yeah,
You
know
don't
it
see it.
did.
You didn't see any of those deaths.
That's because certain places got paid more money if they put on the certificate that they died of a certain thing.
Well, they were saying they were told to do this.
And I believe that. I really
Yeah.
do.
They were pressured into saying this, which means they were forced to.
Yeah.
Somebody made a joke one time. A guy was walking down the stairs and he tripped over his mask, and they blamed it on the thing.
How do you trip? How do you trip over your own mask? What?
It was laying on the ground or something. I don't know.
Oh, for fuck's sake!
They had a picture of him falling down the stairs, and he ended up.
Oh, they have a picture of him falling down the stairs, but they don't have like the gumption to go help him up. No, they have time to take a picture of it though.
It was an illustration type thing. They didn't actually film him, but
I was gonna say, I'm like, these motherfuckers playing that
yeah.
crap.
Y'all talk amongst yourselves. I got to
Uh,
go to the kitchen for a minute.
I do that.
Yeah, you're not going to the kitchen.
Yeah, I am too. My tea glass is empty.
Oh,
Don't get between us.
well, don't fill it up with lemonade.
Oh dear. Anyway, how are you, Bushcraft?
Oh, not too bad. What'd you have planned for tonight?
I'm slowing down. That's what I'm doing. Being more deliberate with things. All this week, I've kind of done a bit of a test where at work I'll slow down, take my time, be deliberate with the way I'm moving, because if I move too quickly, I tend to make mistakes.
Mhm.
So I guess I'm talking about being decisive and deliberate with what you do in life, I guess. I don't know.
And it's that usually just comes with age. I mean, everybody can go out there and do really fast work and do it really quick, and then
Well, I'm not talking like that. I'm being, let me put it this way, I'm being conscious of what I'm doing. I'm not just
yeah.
going through the motions. As of late, I've been just doing whatever way. One thing that's helped me, which is weird, is walking slower. And it's actually helped my back and all those aches and pains that I'd normally get at work are just gone.
Hi.
The cat wants attention. Spoiled cats.
Is that you, Jeff?
That was me.
Oh, thought he was trying to get his mic unmuted.
That's my mouse.
Yeah, I've worked at this one place where it's it was a line where they put granola bars. It was for a Quaker company,
Okay.
and you had to put different types of granola bars in each box, and it would go from one person to the next person to the next person, and then it would go through a machine, and they would seal it, and then the people on the other line would put these in cases and then put it on a skid. We found out that we could run really fast, but the problem was certain people in the line started falling behind, and it would make more errors. So it was more productive to actually slow the line down.
Well, with me, it's I speed up and I make errors.
Mhm.
You know, they've been going on about us like, oh well, we expect 90 out of you, not just me, but everybody, 90 packages out of you a day. That's your goal, whatever. And I'm like, yeah, right. Like that's gonna happen. I've only broken 90 twice in the whole time I've been in that position, so not a big deal. But just with the way I lift things, the way I pack things, uh, thinking through what I'm gonna do next.
Mhm.
I've taken a step back, if you will, and looked at it and slowed down. Um, and it's helped my body tremendously, and that's why I've been in such a damn good mood this week. Is it's there's no pain. I'm not in constant pain for some reason, and it's weird. Um, I don't feel stressed out. Normally, when my manager comes by, I'm like, "Oh, what does he fucking want now?" He hasn't said a word to me all week, and it's been fucking fantastic.
Well, you got to figure it this way: if you throw your back out and it does damage that's going to be with you for the rest of your life, um, does your boss give a shit? Basically,
No, and
no.
well, that's kind of where I'm standing. Is okay, not that I really give a shit right now. I'm young, but I'm thinking, okay, they've already said they're not going to fire me, so no big deal. They need people, and
Yeah.
I'm going to do what I can, no matter how much they say they want me to do one goal. I'm going to get as close as I can to that, but if I don't, I don't. Oh well, I go home at the end of the day anyway. You don't like it, then we'll have a meeting, or you can fire my ass. Um, I'm done breaking my back, literally and figuratively, for people.
Me and the wife got to talking last night, night before last.
Oh shit.
I have never been fired from a job. And
Uh,
I guarantee you, I've had more jobs than probably the two of y'all.
I'm sure you have.
I don't know. I had to work. I had
But
to.
there in 1 year, I had over 24 when I had to go do my taxes and everything. I had over 24 forms I had to fill out.
Damn.
And that was normal back then.
I
It
mentioned doing
was,
2 or 3.
well, see, back then it was easy. You quit a job one day, let's say 8 o'clock in the morning. Hell, by 12 o'clock, you've got 3 jobs offers on the table. That was
Nowadays, it's go online, wait 4 fucking days, blah 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 blah. Go take this test, go do that, blah blah
yeah,
blah.
you're right. And it was like this to me. If I could talk to the personnel person, I had the job,
Yeah,
you
I'm
know.
the same way.
So I knew what to say. I know what they wanted to hear.
Well, I'm not that experienced, but I tend to just ask. I'm like, who's in charge? Okay, let's go sit down, and we'll talk a bit, and I'll be like, give me a job. They give me a job, and with this job that I'm at now, I walked into what was my boss at the time. Walked into his office. I'm like, I need a job. He's like, okay. We discussed shit. Mind you, I was fully strapped, visible, and everything.
Yeah.
Uh, and I sat there right in front of him. Did not give a flying fuck whether I was open carrying or not. And he said, "You're hired." I don't know if that was out of fear or if that was. He's like, okay. A guy
But
walks.
you got the job.
Yeah, guy walks into my office with a gun, asking for a job. I better give it to him. That's one way to get a job.
Well, now I never thought I would get my last job after I said what I did to the lady who hired me.
Oh, the whole. I've heard
Yeah.
you're a bitch.
Yeah,
I can be. You're hired.
exactly. I never thought she would fire me. And just as soon as I said it, it's like, damn, you fucked up. And she said, you're hired. But yeah. I am not the one to sugarcoat nothing, never have been. You know, and 9 out of 10 people are scared to death of their manager or whoever is in charge of them. Dude, I'll chew them out faster than I would somebody else.
Yeah, I never did. I never liked doing the application. I'll fill out the application after I got hired. I
I've
never
done
did
it
fill
too.
out applications. I got laid off of one job, and I was going in to get unemployment, and I heard a guy come up saying he needs somebody for a few weeks to do this or that and whatever. And my number came up, but I followed the guy out and asked him. I said, I heard you're needing somebody to work. And he told me, do you have experience in that and this and that? And I said, yeah, I've got experience in all of it. And he said, when can you start? And I said, well, I can start right now. I'll follow you right up. And he said, no, you don't have to do that. Come in tomorrow at 4:30 in the morning. And
Backstage, Jeff.
I got the job right then and there.
I know. I was waiting for Bushcraft to finish.
This is you at an interview.
Oh, hell.
You think you got what it takes?
I'll tell you what I got. Your wife is on my breath.
Nobody's ever talked to me like that before.
That's because everyone's mouth is usually full of your wife's box.
You're hired.
That's about right.
You're hired.
But I mean, for years, my wife thought I was kidding. You know, I come home and I say, well, I told somebody this, somebody that, until we started working at the same place together. And it got to the point, you know, he ain't kidding. So back then, it didn't matter to me at all, as long as I had money coming in, you know.
Right.
But it's like I said, you quit a job in the morning time, by lunchtime, you got 3 job offers on the table. Your biggest worry is which one do you want to take? Now, it's like you said, hell, it's liable to take you 6 months to get one job offer.
Well, I don't need one job offer. Like I said, I'll just go right in there and be like, hey, I applied online. I did all the shit you wanted. Can you force it through? That's what I've done. That's what I did with this job. I'm like, I already applied, you know? I'm like, where's your HR manager? Oh, well, I applied here. Here's my name, my number, et cetera, et cetera. And she looked me up. She's like, okay, you got an interview with this boss. And I walked in there and I'm like, give me a job.
Well, now, normally what I did is I'd go talk to the person before I would fill out the application, find out what store number this was, and so forth like that, and find out what they needed. Then when I filled the application out online, I'd go straight back to the person and tell them.
Now, when I worked for a certain big orange hardware store. Put two and two together. I walked up to the customer service thing and I said, "I'm here to see so and so," the assistant manager. I talked to him. I'm like, "I applied online. Can we go talk?" And he took me in the back. He said, "You know what? Here's your shit. You have prior experience, forklift, yada 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 yada, you know." And he literally handed my apron that day and said, "Show up Monday."
Yeah.
You guys do this stuff the hard way.
I prefer going in person.
I've never done the application thing. I just talk to the people. I do
Well, that's what I do.
applications after I get hired.
Okay, here's the thing: is the application these days, Bushcraft is. If I go into a store, I'm like, they go and they say, "Well, did you apply online?" Well, I circumvent them by already doing it.
Yeah.
Yeah. See, I'll go to I'll call them up and ask them who's the supervisors or who's the manager or whatever. And then I'll wait a day or something and go down the next day and say I need to talk to so and so. And then once they come up there, I'll tell them I heard you guys are hiring or something, and I've got this experience. I've done this so many years or whatever, and I don't like doing the whole online thing because a lot of times you get lost in the system, and I'd rather come down here talk to you in person.
Well, that's what I tell them.
Yeah.
Then if you want to hire me, I'll fill out their application. And 9 times out of 10, I get hired right there.
Well, because you showed initiative. You don't.
Yeah.
You know,
Exactly.
that's the thing is you don't fuck around. A lot of the times, and especially in today's world, they don't come back.
Well, now I know y'all gonna get a kick out of this. When I got laid off and drawing benefits, you had to go and look for at least 3 jobs a week.
Mhm.
Okay. What I would do is I would call them up, and the way I would say it is, "Y'all not taking applications, are you?" And they would say no. So I'd write them down, not taking applications. Now, if I was to call them up and ask them, "Are y'all hiring?" Chances are, yeah, we hiring. You know, we've taken applications. But I've heard of many a boss say, if a person calls up and they ask, "Y'all not taking applications, are you?" It's like they didn't want the job to begin with. So we just go ahead and tell them no. Think about it.
Are you saying the application's a lesser?
No. Call them up and ask them, "Y'all are not taking applications, are you?" And they're going to tell you no. But you call them up and ask them, "Are y'all hiring?" Then the chances are, yeah, come on in and fill out an application.
I don't get it. What's the difference?
If a person calls,
You're telling them you're not taking
Yeah.
applications, not are you taking applications? You're telling them that you're not. They're not.
yeah,
So they're saying, well, he doesn't want to work. No, we're not.
That question sounds like to me as
he ain't understanding what we're saying.
It's either are you taking applications or you're not taking applications.
right. I get that.
And
And-
one's a negative and one's a
And
positive.
the way Jeff says it is in a southern accent in a way
Oh.
that, you know, are you not taking applications? You know, I take that as, are you asking, are you taking them? It's a certain southern thing of understanding it's a certain backwoods double negative talk.
It's not what you say, it's how it's being said.
Oh, okay. I thought you were talking grammatically. I'm like,
I ain't got but one thing to say to that. Duh.
Just saying. Because I took it as a double negative where
Damn, you and
you're
my
not,
son.
you're not taking applications, are you?
Right, exactly. If you call them up and ask them, you're not taking applications, are you? They're going to say, no, we're not. Because they know you don't want the job to begin with.
But what in that sentence indicates that you don't want it?
Not.
Not.
Are you not?
No, not are.
He'll
You're
get
not.
it when he wakes up.
I'm not understanding it.
Can somebody in chat break it down for 101 what I'm saying? I know there's a hell of a lot of Southerners in here that understand.
Well, that's what I'm saying is the double negative.
Leave the double negative shit out of it and think Southern.
That's what I'm doing.
It ain't working. Okay, 101. You're not selling that bang bang, are you?
Maybe I am, maybe I'm not.
You an asshole tonight.
I'm just saying, like, to me, that the not at the end of the sentence indicates a question of is it a yes or a no? And
Bush
at that
Crab,
point they
I
answer.
give the fuck up.
I reversed the reverse psychology, Ginger.
See, Sam Grissom knows what I'm talking about. Mountain Grandma's laughing.
Okay. 101. You're not very smart, or you are very smart.
You lost him again. He's hesitating. He's too damn quiet.
I had to think, damn it. Oh shit. I see what you're saying.
He'll probably get it before his show tonight.
We'll be up there about 10:50. Oh, I understand.
It'll be 15 minutes before I end. Be like, oh, that's what he meant.
Right. Thank you, Mountain Grandma.
Oh, fuck.
See if I can highlight her up on there. The hell is wrong
I
with
can
the
read
dude?
it. Yes, I see it.
And since Bigfoot already announced it and everything, I just wish everybody to keep him and his family in his prayers because his grandfather passed today.
Was it today? Yeah.
Yeah.
Mindy's place, yes, because I wanted to keep drawing at that time.
You're not taking applications.
And it's not that
Yeah, he's still
Jeff
thinking.
didn't want to work, because more than likely Jeff went out and did stuff on the side while
Mhm.
drawing unemployment, because I've done the same thing.
Yeah. You can get away with it a lot better than you can now.
Oh yeah.
I'm trying.
And
Nowadays, if you deposit something in the
deposit hell.
bank over a certain amount, you have to show proof and where it came from and their names and their date of birth and how many children they had and their first affair.
I'm gonna give this one more crack at it to see if I understand this logic of Jeff's. Okay? and then if I don't understand it after this, fuck it. Jeff uses the words when asking, "Are you taking application?"
No.
No.
Are you not? Not.
Okay, say the whole
NOT.
thing again, Jeff. Say the
I
whole
call
thing.
them up, they answer. I want to speak to personnel. This personnel, you're not taking applications today, are you? No, we're not. Bye.
Oh, I see where I went wrong. It's where he put the not in the sentence.
Damn, that's what we've been saying the
That's the whole
whole
point
time.
of it, but not.
Oh, fuck.
You are not.
Well, no. It's, I took it as you're not taking applications, are you not? As in, are you
That's
not
the
at the
extra
end of the
stuff in
sentence being a question of yes or no? I see what I did. Okay.
Yeah, you added
I added to it.
you added politeness to it.
That's what I did. I added politeness to it. I added manners to it.
And something else, Bushcraft, you mentioned. If I did a side job, it would be cash.
Well, that's
That
what I
way-
meant by side job.
Yeah. That way.
Or under the table or whatever you want to call it.
Yeah. Yeah. That way you don't have to go to the bank and get a check cashed.
So, what street
What?
corner can we find you on then, Jeff? The corner of fucking you?
Fifth and Main.
And I've done a lot of painting in my days too.
Being from a
Painter.
mafia family, that could be more than one thing, Jeff.
Well, I'm
Because
not.
Because
drop that.
in Detroit, a painter's usually somebody that's a hitman.
Yep, because they have
I
that
didn't know
plastic sheeting they put down on the
Yeah.
floor.
Yeah.
There was a movie clip about that. Guy comes in,
From The Irishman.
and the one guy's sitting over here, and he's standing on plastic. The guy
Yeah.
moves over to the side, and then he gets taken out, and and then he asked the guy, he's in charge now, and he says, "You think you can handle that?" And he's, "What are you doing?" He says, "I'm checking to make sure there's no plastic under my feet."
Well, Dylan says the cleaner comes afterward. The painter's the guy that does the deed. The cleaner
Yeah.
comes afterward.
You know, there's a lot of people in chat thinking the same way 101's thinking.
See?
Damn,
Must be a northern thing.
it's got to be. I don't know.
I'm in north, and I didn't think that.
You're not taking applications, are you?
The extra part in there.
And that's
You're not
where
taking any applications.
right, and you left
No,
it at
I'm
that.
not.
But I added the politeness at the end. Are you not?
Quit doing that. And you can get by a lot quicker in life.
So be less polite?
Yep.
Well, then fuck you. Thanks, Mindy, for throwing me under the bus.
Oh.
Yeah, must be from Toledo.
Thank you, Miss Mindy. I appreciate that comment more than you would know. See there, 101? And she's from the same area you're in.
Must be from Toledo.
What was his name?
Matter
Ain't
of
that
Michigan
where Klinger
State,
was from?
What?
Ain't that where Klinger was from? Was Toledo, Ohio?
I have no idea. That was the Redneck 101 class. You might have missed that one. I'm not on the east side. Okie dokie.
Klinger from MASH, the one that always dressed up like the female,
Oh.
so he can get a Section 8. Well, 101.
I know who you're talking about.
Out.
I'm waiting to see if 101 did.
Out.
Okay, out.
Bye.
Adios. All right.
Wow, and you didn't even put him backstage.
Oh, damn, I didn't, did I? Okay, hold on. Asshole.
Oh, really? MASH is under Disney now. Wow.
Are you kidding me?
Oh fuck. Wait, are we still alive?
Yeah.
Fuck.
All right. And I will end it here because 101 has got to get ready for his stream.
To go on early.
Yeah. That means he's got to go to the bathroom, walk his dog. Oh, excuse me. Sorry about that. I apologize.
No, you ain't. You ain't sorry. Fuck you.
Well, screw you too. And the cow you rode in on.
Don't bring your wife into this.
She's sitting right here. She's going to slap you in a minute. And she is the type that can reach through a computer. Yeah, that's
Ow! What the fuck was that?
it. All right. We will be live again Tuesday on Bushcraft Family.
No,
Oh,
tomorrow.
Will you wait till I finish saying what I got to say? And tomorrow he will be live at 7 o'clock.
Something up.
And next Thursday, I'm going to be live again if my wife don't beat shit out of me between now and then. Yeah, I'm starting to talk right much in my sleep now, so it ain't no joke.
And check private before
Check private. Oh,
101 mainly.
Oh, wow.
okay.
I want to show you guys something before that we can't put on the live.
Shit, pop it up here. I'll show you.
Wait,
No,
wait.
no,
Go,
you
go,
can't. Trust me.
Go, get it.
Okay.
You'll see why.
Okay. All right. So, like I said, tomorrow, Bushcraft will be live at 7 o'clock. And
Yeah.
he will be live at 7 o'clock if nothing happens between now and then. And this is Bear Truth out. Now I got to wait for the other to pop up.